Hey everyone, thanks for joining us this week for Ground Zero, where we bring you what's fresh in the world of citizen journalism on Stomp. I'm Kenneth and this is Marissa.
Hello all.
Let's jump right in. You know, Marissa, the internet has really revolutionized lots of things, including how we do business.
Yep, blog shops, eBay, online shopping, the list goes on. Actually, quite a few Singaporeans these days run online businesses on the side to earn a little bit of extra cash.
Well, you know, buying things like shoes and bags online is one thing, but what about paying for a first date? Singaporean Brandon Wei recently set up a website called What's Your Price, which lets girls name their price for a first date. Guys can then place bids on a girl of their choice.
Is that even legal? As Stomper Sense on Sands commented, it sounds awfully like a sort of social escort service.
Well, yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Brandon says he created a site so the average Joe in Singapore can bid for dates with attractive women. Apparently, to go out with a pretty girl, all you need is cash.
He also explains that he did it because he was always unable to find a date back in his days at St. Andrews Secondary School and Hwa Chong Junior College.
Okay, well, Stomper Boys Likes Girls, who sent in the story to Stomp, says that although the site is a rather original idea, it's not exactly what you would call socially responsible, right? He feels that no matter how much money you throw on a date, it's not gonna matter since money can't buy you love.
Yup. Stomper My Name Is also felt like the website represents an unhealthy trend. He wrote, "We Singaporeans seem to really be losing our moral values."
Stomper Paladin SW also saw it as a sign of the times. He wrote, "Sad to say today, most love and marriages are based on the guy's success and money. Unless you are still an adolescent, that is." That's really quite sad.
I guess the issue at stake here is how the site reduces a first date to a financial transaction. Not very romantic, is it?
No, not at all. Not to mention the potential legal issues you could get yourself into. How would you know if the person you are bidding on, for example, legitimately wants a date and it just isn't someone out to scam you? The girl could even be a prostitute.
It's a dodgy proposition indeed.
Exactly.
Now here's something that's equally questionable. Stomper Joel came across this Facebook group organizing, of all things, a sex party.
Yeah, this is not exactly your everyday social networking incident. Now, according to the page, the event was held on August 6, 7-ish, somewhere along Havelock Road. It also states rather suggestively, dress like you mean it.
Now that's not even being subtle.
Not at all.
Stomper Roy seems to have no doubts about the intentions behind the event. He simply wrote, "Report it to the authorities lah."
In contrast, Stomper Japanese Alliance saw it as a lame attempt by guys to just get lucky with the ladies. She wrote, "Guys will always be guys, always fantasizing about sex, and the more the merrier. Grow up, guys."
Exactly. Unfortunately, the page didn't give specific details as to the location, but one thing is clear. Facebook is certainly a convenient way to organize your social networks, but it's not always going to be the right use for the right reasons.
Exactly. It does bring to mind another case a few months back actually about another Facebook group set up for users to share information on police roadblocks. All the better for those drink drivers to avoid getting arrested.
If used for the wrong reasons, social networking will always be a double-edged sword. It allows people to easily get in touch with like-minded people, for good or ill.
And so long as, there are people with less than honorable intentions, the internet will always reflect the tendencies of its users. After all, it's just a tool.
That's true. Up next, Singaporeans love their weekend trips across the Causeway. But how safe is it exactly? We look at some horror stories when we return.